Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday! Woo woo! Wednesday! It's time to rock off our hump day, the middle of our week, with our Dreams to Reality series, part 5. So, I'm happy to have you guys here again today. We're going to be building off of the things that we talked about in parts 1 through 4. Again, you can catch those videos down below. They're all there. So far we've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about, one, getting really clear on our vision, practicing specificity when it comes to what we're doing. We have talked about getting specific. We've talked about the what for, why you do what you do, and how important having a powerful what for is for accomplishing any goal. We've talked about your team and how your team is critically important to making things happen for you. And today we're going to talk about your milestones. And this is because our vision, which we've gotten totally clear on, is often so big that it can be a little intimidating to go after it. When we look at it as just the end result, it's more likely that we're going to get scared. Hey, Ivy, we're going to get scared. We're going to get stuck in the how. We're not going to take action because thinking about making, having our first $10,000 month or making $100,000 by the end of the year feels really big. So a lot of times thinking about only the end result gets us stuck in paralysis around the how, around how are we ever going to do it. You're so welcome, Becky. Thanks for being here. And so what we're going to look at today is taking our end goal, the thing that we made that's measurable, and actually creating the milestones that get us to that place. So pull up, I'll give you a few seconds to pull up that big measurable goal that you came up with. So maybe it's, making $10,000 in your side business by the end of the year. Maybe it is working with 100 different people in your coaching practice. Whatever that end goal is, go ahead and take a second and pull that up. And if you've been playing, feel free to post in the comments below what that end goal is, and we can even work on it a little bit together here. So, when we're talking about the milestones, what I always like to do is have people reverse engineer them. So for instance, I'll show you guys what I did right before this call. If I am looking at having, that actually might be backwards, so I'll read it to you. If I'm looking at having 12 people on my Dance Adventures Dominican Republic trip by January 1st, 2017, then by December 1st, 2016, I want to have 10 people on the trip. So I'm actually breaking it down into really manageable numbers that I'm going to be working toward as I go for this bigger goal that I have. So that's what I want you guys to do. Like, the measurable goal that you created was not just specifically what you want to create, but also the by when. So the by when is really important. So my by when was January 1st, 2017. And from there, as we break down this number, break down these milestones, hey, Monica, we want to go month by month. So go ahead and label that on your own sheet. On, December, November, October, and that's September. So you can label all the way back to the current month that you're in. And then starting from the farthest one back, like, where do you need to be in order to reach that actual big measurable goal that you've created? And when you're done with that, this may require PS, you coming back after this is recorded and stopping the video and coming back in. When you're done creating the milestones, you want to create the specific action items that you're going to do to take you to each place. And this is where it's also really helpful to have your team in place, because if I say I'm going to apply to speak at 4 conferences, and I'm going to do 2 Facebook Lives, and I'm going to post on the Dance Adventures page twice a week, and suddenly I'm not taking the action to actually hit the milestone, that's where I'm going to need extra support from my coach, from my team, from my intern, whoever it is. That's what we're actually going to be going for. So it's a great way to measure what's working and what's not working, to see where you need additional support, and also to get clear on when you're not meeting your milestones, because that's when you need to check in and say, what else do I need to do? What's missing for me? So there's another part of the action items that I want to point to, because it's super important. You guys know how I feel about the how. Stay the F out of the how. The how is not your job. What your job is to get clear on where you're headed, to get clear on the milestones and the action items that you want to take, and to start taking action. And a lot of the how will figure itself out. Opportunities will come out of left field. Again, some of the things that have happened with Dance Adventures have just been totally unpredictable. Same with my coaching business. So staying out of the how. And also every morning, one thing that I do after I do my mindset practice is I just sit in silence and I think about, what is the action I'm going to do today that's going to get me to this milestone, the thing I didn't think of before. And oftentimes it's something a little nutty, like it's something like,